Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Gainy Titan, and I want to talk a little bit about the German Dream Machines op and how I'm doing. Sort of a progress report for any of those who are curious or wondering. So I didn't get to play it as often as I liked because I was hoping to be able to play more, but I have to go to Dublin the weekend. Something's come up and I just have to take the opportunity to visit a friend of mine who's over from America, and I don't get the chance to see him that often. It's at pretty short notice, and the other thing was, of course, that I smashed the back window of my car against the skip over the weekend. So I was able to play Tuesday pretty solidly. Had nothing else really going on, so I played Tuesday and I got about 120 odd points. 125 points maybe. I know I got enough to whatever drop was around that 120 odd points, that drop. Then Wednesday I wasn't able to play that much because I would carry the car into the garage and I thought it would be done on the day, so I said I'd wait in town rather than hire a car or get a taxi home or whatever, because it's a fair distance. I live out in the countryside. So I waited around, and it turned out they weren't able to repair the car that day because he needed to order glass for the back window. So that was that, and he hadn't actually managed to have it completed today as well. So I'm collecting the car tomorrow and then driving off to Dublin. So I won't be. I managed to get a bit Wednesday evening, but the internet was pretty bad. And a lot of the games were kind of hit and miss because I was missing a lot in that I was shooting things, but by the time the round would leave the barrel, the target might be somewhere else, and that sort of stuff was going on. There was a variable lag, so some games I'd get a few points. I think I picked up about 20 points, something like that, maybe 10 points. It could have been less. I didn't really pay close attention to it. Then I stopped. I had to make a video and things like that, and I resumed today and made another 100 points roughly. So I'm at 225 or thereabouts. I know I have drop echo or whatever it was, the 225 point drop for the German light tanks, the tier 2 light tank, which I already have. And I'm not going to take that drop anyway because I want, at the very least, to get the hidden Stug. Two reasons: I like TDs, I like stealthy TDs. I believe it's reasonably good. I've heard good things about it. I haven't really researched it to any great degree. It's a free tank. Free tanks are free tanks. The other thing, of course, is there's a relatively low tier German tank, so it should be a bit of a money maker, and I can put the Sturmil crew into it and just grind out some more skills on the Sturmil while I'm making a go for the King Tiger. Don't know if I'll make it to the King Tiger. It would be difficult, to say the least. There's a chance, but it's not a great chance. I could make it a long way up there. But I might not make it all the way, and we'll see how I get there. We'll push it as hard as we can and towards the end, and see how I do. So far, like I said, the thing is I won't be able, this is recorded on Thursday, so I won't be able to play again until probably Tuesday. So next week I'm going to have to complete the, 225, 650, so I need 400 points next week to if I'm to get the Stug, and that would leave me with what, 17 days at the moment, so next week is 17 days to get 1,000 points. Be tough going. I don't think I'll be able to do consistently that many points in 10 days, but anyway, something always comes up. There's always something you have to do. So therefore, we'll see. We'll see how it gets on, and we'll see how far I get. But I should definitely be able to get the hidden Stug. And after that, it's a matter of how things go. So what tanks have I been using? Well, that's an easier question to answer. Well, obviously I've been using the KV2. Not that often, just occasionally for laughs. Although the KV2 crew is close to completing a skill, so that makes me tempted. One of the things about me is that I get bored playing the same tanks over and over and over and over again. That can become a real struggle. I discovered that very early on. There was some competition, 3 years ago, just when about the time I got my first tier 10, which was the FE215B. And there was some competition for at tier 10. You had to grind out so much experience. And I grounded out using the FE215B. And I was crap. I had to do, can't remember what experience, but it took me like 200 games. Something along that region. And I was fed up to the back teeth of tier 10s and FE215B and British tanks in general by the time I was finished that one, even though I was probably better in the FE215B than I was in the Conqueror. Not that that was saying much, I was pretty crap at both. But anyway, I got it done. I remember I ground it out, but like playing the same tank over and over and over, drove me spares, I never again do it. So what do I do now? Well, I have a range of tanks at tier 5 upwards. So mostly I play the tier 5s, so that would be the Capture KV1, the Churchill 3, the KV220-2, and then in the German side I have the Kraft Panther, the Hammer, Tiger 1 Hammer, the E25, and of course the two Tiger 3 tanks, the Tiger 2 and the Stuart Emil. Generally try and get the daily double of the Tiger 2 and the Stuart Emil, just to kind of keep the grind going. Now, there's also the Rudy and of course the KV2. Now, how do they play out? How does it work out? Well, the tier 5s are brilliant. The first day I played, practically every match was a point, which was great. You know, I got at least a point on every match. There was very few matches where I didn't get a point. But since then it's gotten worse. Now, it was Tuesday, so Wednesday it was playing in the evening. And my internet was wonky, so I was missing a lot of shots. I was also not protecting the tank as well as I should be, would be able to normally. So I was taking damage that I needn't have taken, and I was trying to get the daily grind on the two tanks, so I failed to get points in a lot of games. Today actually I mostly played the Kraft Panther because I noticed the crew was at like 80% and I just wanted them to, they were the Lux crew, which meant that they had practically no training, but they were at 80% on 6th Sense, so they had mentor repair I think in 6th Sense. I wasn't really originally planning them to be a light tank, but then I put them on the Lux and I decided, okay, now they're not going to be a light tank crew. So they need 6th Sense, so I got them over the hurdle and got them to 6th Sense, and I think I'm starting recon or something like that now. So I played a lot of games in the Craft, and at the higher tiers and in the Kraft Panther, I wouldn't win as matches as that often, so there'd be a lot of matches where I get no points, and there's matches where I would. But I did okay in points today, I think. The Stuart Emil, the Tiger 2 were pretty abysmal, really. When you do well, you'll do very well, so you get good points. But if you do, you'll do badly more often than you do well. You won't, or at least I won't be in points running. I mean, I might have had a decent game, but I won't be in the points running. The 3 tier 5s, though, yeah, they're solid point earners. The Rudy is good, not bad actually, and the KV2 of course is the KV2. It's a very situational tank. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, comment and share. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.